here for folks like us. Wrong city, wrong people.
Alright, welcome back to the channel everybody, Aesop Grim here, and this is the continuation of my Bannerlord War Sales playthrough. Now this is being recorded just a few hours after the last episode, and basically I was running into problems with arranging marriages, like suitable marriages. I could only find older people, whether it was for a son or for a daughter or a nephew or a niece. And my sons and daughters and nephews and nieces in this game are very young, so I didn't want to do that. And all of these families had people of suitable ages available, but I couldn't get to those dialogue options with the vanilla game. So I went and I talked to an AI assistant about it and discussed some mods. And one mod that really kind of directly answers that issue is called Calradian Cupid. I want to give that shout out because I did test that out and it resolves the problem perfectly. It's a simple mod, simple solution to my direct problem. But instead I opted for a different mod. So I am not using Calradian Cupid right now. Let's go over this real quick. This is why I have my screen up here. These are the basic like modder resource utilities mods that other mods use to facilitate their mods. So those are just basic that are needed every time you modify Bannerlord. But notice that we are now going through Vortex, not the vanilla game, because I have modded this game now. So we're using Zorbrax's Legacy. This just adds, Zorbrax made a handful of really popular mods, and then as I understand it, stepped kind of out of the community. This is all a while back, and went on to bigger and better things or whatever it was, and somebody else got his permission to kind of gather all of his mods, put it into a package, and keep it updated. And these mods are so good that they are regularly updated to this day. So I've got them. I have RTS Camera Command right here, but it was causing me to crash every now and again. So I disabled that one. We are using, though, the camera mod, RTS Camera. So that should help with soldier placement pre-battle, along with maybe some other things. But I have Dismemberment Plus loaded up as well. Here's Calradian Cupid that I have disabled. And it's this mod I'm using instead, AI Influence. Now this mod requires you to actually go through a cloud AI platform where you can select one of a number of what's called large language models. LLM is the common internet nomenclature for it. And some of them are paid and some of them are free. And right now I am using a paid one because on this particular platform there's a way that you can get daily credits for free just by logging in and clicking a button. And I have also noticed from past fooling around with these kinds of mods that it's very cheap. It's very, very affordable to purchase credits from most of these kinds of AI tools and stuff. So if I really like this mod, then I might be willing to do that. But this mod acts in a kind of like the diplomacy mod. It's like an overhaul. It does a whole bunch of things. So we're going to tool around with this and see how it goes. And whether or not this is going to be something I can use going forward, or if I should disable AI Influence and go with Calradian Cupid instead. But the big thing is that we are now modded. So no more achievements or anything like that. This is the last save I had. We're going to load this up, and we are in a position that I have 0 food on me, by the way, so we need to go buy food. My party's going to be starving if I don't address that. But we are actually at a castle because I've been hunting around for marriage proposals. Now Calradian Cupid makes this process much easier, but AI Influence makes it a lot more immersive. So we're at a castle right now. We need to talk to a clan leader. This guy is not a clan leader. This guy's actually the guy I'm targeting that I want Freya to get married to. Freya is like 20 years old. This guy's 31. So we're going to open this up and try to speak to him. And I learned from the first go that you kind of want to mind your P's and Q's. You kind of want to, you don't want to just ask a basic question. Hey, yo, are you open to getting married? You don't want to do it that way. You kind of want to role play this a little bit. So we're going to request to meet with, his name is Gilf. I think that's how you would pronounce that. And if we click continue, you will see talk AI influence. Now, something I have forgotten to do is to disable text to speech. And that's because this platform, it allows for that. It'll automatically pick a male or female voice depending on the gender of the character. But what it doesn't seem to do is pick what language it uses. So I'm getting a lot of what sounds like Japanese language, and I don't need any of that. I don't want that. It might be cool with the Kuzite, but not with the Nords. So I need to disable that, but you can at least see it in action right here. We're going to talk to AI influence. We're going to speak. I'm going to put something like, hello, Gilf. I hope you are weathering the winter well. I have heard many good things regarding your bravery on the battlefield. And brave around the battlefield. And let's just go from here. And was hoping, I don't think you have to be this thorough, I'm just doing it. Was hoping to gauge your interest in a possible marriage to my clan member, the young Freya. Is that how you pronounce her name? Maybe it's spelled like that. Iverson. Let's give a hint at her age here. Who just came of age not 2 years ago. Because I think Freya is 20 years old. Well, not so. That'd be more than 2 years. Let's see. Let's just stick with young Freya then. I know it would be your clan leader I need to speak to for such arrangements, but thought I would offer you the respect of asking your opinion on the matter first. Okay, let's try that. Now that's a whole lot more than you probably need to put, but you guys get that I'm trying to be real respectful towards this guy and show I'm not taking anything for granted. So now we're gonna wait for a little bit, and we'll see a message over here when he's ready to respond. The AI is basically cobbling together its response right now, and the more advanced of a LLM that you use, the faster this process will go. I should go ahead and take my display capture off. I might have messed things up. Return to the game. Gilf is ready to respond. Okay. View NPC's response. Looks up from a wooden cup, eyes narrowing. Oh, okay. Well, we got an English voice that time. I understand, Gilf, and do not mean to offend. I shall speak with your clan leader. Now, it might also tell us whether we've gained or lost reputation. If it did do that, I didn't see it, but it's currently set. Okay. Very well, so we can go ahead and leave now. Now what this is going to require us to do a little bit is to find out. We need to gather intel, basically. We need to know who the Nords are. Welcome to AI Influence. We're starting a new campaign with AI influence modification, which makes the behavior of lords and factions more lively and meaningful. The world reacts more actively to your actions, and the campaign feels more dynamic and less predictable. This mod is developed by a single person in their free time, so any support and feedback is especially valuable. If you enjoy the mod, you can join our community on Discord or support development on Boosty. This directly helps to improve the project and release new updates. Thank you for playing with AI Influence. Okay, so we're going to continue, and we're going to buy products here. We're going to get 50 grain, buy all their butter, cheese, sheep, and hogs. Then we will butcher them for their meat. Now notice up here we have world events. This is part of AI influence, I think. And it will reference these world events so that the responses we get are taking world events as part of the context. So if there's a war going on, they may reference that. We'll have to see how it works out. If we open it, there's nothing noted right now. But we're going to come over here to Hargard. We are having a little bit of frame skipping and stuff, and I think that's because of the mods. First thing I notice is that we can go to a scholar and we can attend classes, and you can bring your clansmen with you. But I'm not going to do it right now because I don't have a whole lot of money and we're still losing money. And so I don't want to spend too much of that. But we are going to go to the bank. I think this is part of Zorbarax's mod suite, and we're going to open an account for 3,000 gold. We're going to get 771 gold every 7 days. That's the interest accrual rate. Now I'm not quite sure interest off of what, because I haven't put anything in here. So I guess it's the interest off that 3,000. Yeah, that must be it. That's like your minimum that you can hold in the bank. So that basically you just bought an account with that money. We will never see that money again. But it's sitting in the account and we're earning interest off of it. 771 gold. I think that's what's happening. I don't know. I haven't read anything in the mod. I'm just going off of like trying to put real world common sense together. We are going to put in 10,000 dinars. All right. Notice how this number didn't change. So that's why I'm not really exactly sure how this works. But we're going to leave the bank. We're going to see if we can maybe let that become some passive income for us. We are going to actually go... Well, let's go to the Tavern District and ransom prisoners. And then let's actually... We can send a messenger, but there's no NPCs to send a message to right now. We're going to actually visit the tavern. Now you'll notice our entire clan shows up, right? I think that's neat. The whole crew is here. And we're going to come up here and we're going to talk to this guy. I am looking, let's see, I'm looking for information about the owner of this town. It's the Skilfing clan, and it'll cost me 500 gold. Sounds like a great deal, and now I have learned about these 4 characters. So we're done with that. Now, if we go to the keep, you'll notice those 4 characters aren't here. We just learned a little bit about 4 characters of the Skilfing clan. In fact, I guess it was at least 4. Let's see if we can take a look at clans. We're looking for Active and Nord and Skilfing. Okay, here's its members. We now know everybody. So that 500 gold got us intel. I can promise you a lot of these down here were completely, they were question marks. We had no information on any of them. Now we know about their entire family. So that shortens our job a lot. We can pay money to get intel, basic intel. Okay. So then, if we were to go to the keep and we were to speak with Biolabloom, we can't just talk to her on the screen. It's disabled by AI influence. So you can see AI influence really is driving you towards a more interactive interaction. So I want you to visit her.
Peace to you.
And these are the normal Bannerlord vanilla game options, but we're going to choose talk. Greetings, Biolabloom. I hope all is well with you, and that we might share, I don't know, information and trying to think of the word I want to use. An amicable and mutual interest. I have 2 clan members who are ready to be married. One young woman and one young man. They are eager to for introductions and to start a life of their own. Your clan strikes me as trustworthy and noble, and I was wondering whether you could inform me as to how open your clan leader might be to such introductions and a possible alliance via marriage. Now, I can't see myself being this thorough all the way through a game, but as I learn how the AI works, I think I'll get a lot better. Viola Bloom is ready to respond. I look up from the hearth where I was warm. Okay, so you see, that's why I want to disable text-to-speech, is that it's really quite hit and miss on accents and language and things of that nature. So we will click to continue, and we will thank her. For your time and consideration, as well as your insight. I shall speak with your clan leader. Let's say something like, I bid thee farewell. Okay. I think right there it told us that we probably improved with her because we were very polite, right? So that all registered with her. Alright, so the Skilfing clan is someone that we can go speak to. Let's see if I can access mod options. It doesn't seem like I can. Let me, maybe, do I have a temp 2? Let me create a temp 2 here. Save. Oh. No. Where is temp 2? I see temp. I don't see a temp 2. What about... Oh, there we go. I had this highlighted. Okay. New save slot. Okay, you know what? Before we go, let me purchase food while I'm thinking about that. Let's get 50 fish. That puts me at 191. 206. Okay, let's save again. Over temp 2, save. Yes. Okay, now we're going to exit to the main menu. And we're going to access mod options and select AI influence settings. So in here, I am using the Player 2 backend. I had to download this and install it. It is actually open right now. If I were using Open Router, this is where I would paste that kind of information. We are going to scroll all the way. These are all the various options. You have DeepSeek, Cobalt CPP. This is for local LLMs, Llama settings. Same thing for local Llama models. I am going to... Where is it? In prompt settings. Debug and fixes, NPC management, NPC initiative. Okay, scroll back up. I know it was in here somewhere. It's somewhere up around here. Enable modification, enable nearby NPC initialization, enable debug logging, enable AI internal thoughts. AI will think through characters' motivations, emotions, and internal conflicts before responding. This creates deeper, more nuanced roleplay, but may increase response time by 10 to 30%. The AI's internal thoughts will be logged for debugging, but not shown to the player. That's interesting. I might try that sometime. Max conversation length, recent events, include speech quirks. There should be a checkbox here. NPC friends, advanced trust mode, and it tells you what that is. I really kind of felt like I should have seen it by now. API settings, player 2 settings. Here it is, enable text to speech. Okay, I'm gonna uncheck that. Okay, so I have been practicing a little bit with this mod load. That's how I found out that the RTS command mod was causing me to crash, and I disabled it. But, we might be at war. I'm not sure. Okay, we have not declared war. And in one test playthrough, we declared war on the Kuzite, and in another, we declared war on the Sturgians. Gricka is apparently alive still. In one of my test playthroughs, he died of old age. And it was the next guy that took over. Let's look at that Skilfing clan. Nord. Skilfing. Okay, so this kid is 11 years old. Ulvi here is 20. And we could marry Freya off to him. And the Skilfing clan is tier 4 and very rich. Brynja is 20. Charm, high in trade, high in medicine. Okay. High in trade, high in medicine. I don't really need a governess, because we're going to be getting foreign territories. Any one of my clan members could be made into a governor or governess. So I'm kind of looking for warrior skills. Angia? Angia? Actually, that sounds right to me. I bet it's Angia. Angia is 23. 92 in athletics, 127, 99 in charm. Also not very warrior suited. So let's do some more scouting out then. Let's here's a clan tier 6. Throsnering. The leader is Sedunrik. Okay, this is where Gilf was. Okay, Gilf is 31. And he, of course, does have warrior skills, and he can even be a good governor, it looks like. He's got 160 in leadership. Now, none of this would matter to us. Freya would become part of his clan. But if we were to marry Op off, is Ifka available? Ifka is 42. Op is the other one that needs to be married. Sulata is 23, but she has a spouse. So this might work if we were to marry Freya into this clan, as long as they would accept with Gilf. Who else is a tier 6? We ourselves are tier 4, I believe. Here's a tier 5. Okay, they're the only ones that are a tier 6, actually. And then we have a tier 5. This is the King's clan. And he is, well, we got, they own a lot. Let's go to Balgard and see if we can pay for information there. I'm gonna just, here, we'll help out right there. Okay. We can make a pit stop at our own castle along the way. Where is that? Dinar Castle. Where are you, Dinar? Oh, you're further down, huh? Yeah. Okay, we'll go to Dinar first. And this could actually give us an opportunity for a little bit of role play, because we're going to see Olafun, right? And find out if we, I don't know, like improve reputation with her, or see if there's any game mechanics that kick in, just simply by talking with her. So, let's first, look at the castle. We got roads and paths here. Farmlands were completed also. Now we're almost done with the granary. Looks like this will be done in 4 days' time. And we're making 79 gold. Okay, well that's all good news. Settlement income 125. Okay. Let's talk with Olafun. Visit.
It's been a while.
Gather all my companions in the settlement and find me. Get your things. I'd like you to rejoin the party. There's something I'd like to discuss. Or we can play a game. Okay, talk AI influence. Hello, Olafun, it is wonderful to see you. How are things coming along with the castle management and local Kuzite? Okay, she's ready to respond. Olafun looks up from a ledger, her expression guarded but not unfriendly. She speaks with a distinct Nord accent, her words clipped and precise. Eric, the castle stands, though the Kuzite folk here still watch us with wary eyes. The granary project moves forward. Food is plentiful, but loyalty, that takes time. What brings you to Dinar? Young Freya and let's see, let's talk about Freya first. Young Freya has proven herself a worthy asset. Did I spell that right? There we go. on the battlefield, and I believe it time for her to marry. What are your feelings on the matter? And do you have any recommendations as to which clans I should approach on her behalf? Let's see what Olofun does with this. Now the AI is scanning all the available data in the background, right? So it's going to be interesting to see. Like you noted in her last response, she talked about castle management and what had been recently built and stuff. She sets the quill down, her gaze turning inward as if scanning a mental ledger of alliances and debts. Freya, aye, she's grown strong. A marriage is a good weave. Strengthens the cloth. My feeling, it's time. But we must choose the thread carefully, not just any clan. Look to those who hold lands near ours, or who have ships and men to spare. The Kjildings, they're strong in the north, but their loyalty to Gricka is like a loose knot. Or perhaps the Vagaroving. They're at war with Sturgia now. Could use our steel. How is the Vagaroving at war? But, she pauses, her voice lowering, we must weigh if they'd see our daughter as a prize or a partner. What do you seek from this match, Eric? Security, an army, or a true alliance? First and foremost, I seek the safety and happiness of our daughter. Nothing is more important than this to me. How about we just shorten that? Nothing is more important to me. However, should we also benefit from influence within the Nordic kingdom, or a strong alliance that helps, that aids the security of our entire clan? Such things would be a real boon. Let's put that. Alright. A faint, approving smile touches her lips. Your relations with Olofun have improved due to your friendly tone. Wow, that's cool. Though her eyes remain serious. Good, that is the heart of it. Safety and happiness. They are not always found in the same hall. For influence within the kingdom, look to the clans closest to Gricka's ear. The Hawkers, perhaps, or the Skildings. I'm sure she meant dings, not dungs. They hold sway in the moot. For security, she taps a finger on the table. The Vagaroving war with Sturgia is a blade with two edges. They need allies, yes, but war is a hungry beast. Freya would be safe only if they win. A match with a clan like the Kjildings, who hold Skarthness and Vladiv. Oh, see, those are castles close to us. So she just tipped us off there. That's awesome. Their lands are far from our steppe troubles, but their strength is real. It would be a quieter life for her, and their power would shield our flanks. Which path feels truer to you, husband? Let's go with the Kjildings. To be blunt, my love, after listening to your wise counsel, it occurs to me that Gricka is old, and leadership of the kingdom could pass to whomever is elected, including another clan. I think I've got that right. I hope I'm spelling this right. The Kildings however, are strong and established. Additionally, their castles are not far from us. And I like the idea you mentioned of them possibly being a shield on our flank with the Sturgians. Do you think it wise for me to approach them with Freya, approach them about marriage with Freya? So I think it's the way to go, but I kind of want to see what she has to say. This is neat. We haven't even asked about Op yet. We can come back and ask later about Op. Or maybe give Op a chance to level up a little bit on the battlefield. You know, Gilf earlier had talked about, I don't know if this was during a test playthrough I did or in what we just recorded here, but I'm telling you that there was a time that I talked to him that he said, my clan will choose based on the battle prowess of the people that you're offering. That will be factored in. Well, Op hasn't had any battles yet. She nods slowly, her expression thoughtful. Aye, the Kildings are a solid choice. Their strength is in stone and steel, not just whispers in the moot. Skarthness and Vladiv are strongholds. It would indeed be a shield against the Sturgians should old grudges flare. And you're right about Gricka. The winds may change. A marriage to the Kildings would weave our clan into the fabric of the North, not just the court. I think it wise to approach them, but tread carefully, Eric. Speak of alliance, not just a bride price. Let them see the value in our daughter and in our clan's strength here in the East. Now, I'm not quite sure how I would do that, but I might be able to do it via dialogue. Yeah, you know? Yeah, that just now occurred to me. Maybe I can do that in dialogue. I have to be a bit of a salesman there. I'm not usually that way. I'm more of like, I'm just honest. You know? Here we go. Let's say, thank you, wife. I shall travel to speak with the Kildings about this serious matter for Freya and our clan. There we go. Alright, she's ready to respond. She gives a firm nod, her hands resting on the ledger. Safe travels then. May the winds favor your ship and your words find fertile ground. I will keep the granary's stones stacked and our children close while you are gone. Man, that's cool. Alright, so we're going to depart. You know what? By seeing how this is like reading a novel. So by seeing the relationships develop, if we were ever to have this castle sieged and lose Olafun, it stings even more, you know, because you've developed her character and stuff. She's not just a blank face. All right. We need to take a look at the Kildings. There they are. They are clan tier 5, led by Gricka. Okay. Yeah, that's right. So, okay, that's right. Yeah, so we're going with my original plan there then. That's exactly where I was headed. I was going to go to Balgard and purchase information. We're going to try and get into some fights on our way there because we need to kind of try to do whatever we can to keep our money up and sell loot and stuff like that. But also, I want to test some of these other mods out. See if we have any CTDs, stuff of that nature. Alright. Press L in battle to open the mod menu. Press F10 in battle to toggle free camera. When command UI is open in free camera mode, you can press E to stick camera to selected formation. Alright, well I don't have the command module loaded. But I do remember that things are easier to see. I do kind of miss their yellow markers that they used to use. But these green flags are easy to see. Wait, isn't that what the normal one was? I don't know if I got any difference here. Yeah. Green flags are easy to see here on the snow, but I'm pretty sure this is just vanilla markers. Whereas before there were yellow markers that really stood out, and I miss having those. Oh, somebody on my team, I didn't put them to belong to any group. So that was an accident. Alright,
attack!
basically send those guys to go charge.
Follow me!
And we're gonna see if we can get anything with the dismemberment going. Yep. Yep, it goes slow motion. We took an arm off there. Ooh, took an arm off. Okay, you know what I forgot to get was more blood and gore. I meant to do that. Okay, we got some level ups. think Op is probably the one that I forgot to add to my group because he's new. Wonder if I can catch these step riders. Oh, doggone it. Are they faster than me or something? I seem to be catching them. Here's Vladiv Castle. Or that was the village. Justice demands you pay for your crimes. Alright, now because of who they are, I am almost certain they're gonna come to me.
Archers!
Almost.
Forward!
Okay, there we go. That's one group.
Forward! Soldiers! Move! Soldiers! Move!
Put you guys.
Move! Move!
Who are these dudes?
Infantry! Footmen!
And why are they not here? I want you to join me.
Infantry! Forward!
Okay, they joined that time. Alright, that was weird.
Forward! Right! Infantry! Move!
Oh, man.
Move! Move! And forward! You heard it!
Okay, something weird's happening there.
Soldiers! Move!
Let's set up right
Move!
here.
Move! Move! Right! You heard that, lads? Move!
Let's move the horsemen out of the way.
Forward! Infantry! Forward! Warriors! Move! Warriors! Shields! Soldiers! Change formation!
You know what? I want them in a square.
Move now! Footmen! Square formation! Change formation!
I want to trust that they have
Move!
enough shields, but this is shock infantry. They're not really supposed to be doing this.
Soldiers!
Can I make them larger, maybe?
Move!
No. What about an open square? Well, I can do a circle. Man, square really is better, though.
Make a circle! Change formation!
I think
Infantry!
what I would do here,
Warriors! Move!
we're just kind of playing around right now, learning how the game works best.
Archers! Move! And stand upon! Warriors! Move! Forward! Warriors! Move!
Okay.
Footmen! Move! Soldiers! Right! Heard that, lads? Forward! Warriors! Forward! Soldiers! Move! Men! Move now! Move! You heard it! Now, men! Move now!
That looks pretty good. Pretty good. Or I don't know what these guys are doing out here. That's not good. I don't like that. What are you guys doing? Oh, that's group 2.
You heard it! Now move! Charge! Move! Soldiers! Move! Warriors! Move! Move! Warriors! Move! Infantry! Move!
There we go.
Move now! Follow me! Right!
Okay, now we're ready. Let's see how this goes. I don't know, I see gaps in these lines, man. That circle probably needs to be tighter than what it is, but I didn't want to take too much longer, you know? They should veer to their right. Oh yeah. Oh, that's total decimation. Wow, man, the Nords are phenomenal with throwing weapons and stuff like that. That was nuts, man. We're gonna have to see what the kill list was. I'm sure my archers. Nord Sky Gods chosen with 21 kills. Son of a gun. Man, that was a total decimation. A steppe hunter. Op cannot ride that yet. Okay. Alrighty then. Heading on to Bjagard then. What has happened with world events? Anything? Word spreads through the halls of the Nord Kingdom that a clan leader is actively seeking marriage alliances with prominent Nordic families. Discussions have been held with members of the Skilfing and other clans focusing on potential matches that would strengthen political bonds and secure strategic advantages, particularly with clans holding lands near the Sturgian border. That's rad. That's an old term from my early days of youth, guys. Radical. Back off, stranger, unless you want trouble. Yeah, you got a problem. Okay, this time let's attack these guys with just
Riders, follow me!
just my riders, so that maybe young Op can get some experience.
Cavalry! Give them hell! Hold fire!
I'm even gonna have them do just melee. That's Op right there. He's on the slowest horse. Alright guys, you can go ahead and launch your javelins. What is this little glowing thing around? It must be something with the lighting in the game. Or there's a reflection coming off the horse arm or something. It's not handling it very well, but something's causing that. Oh, look at my aim. Alright. I had 8 kills. Freyja had 6. Fjörgir had 6. Gulta 3. Njaldar 4. And look at Op. He got 4 also. 23 increase in horse. 29 in throwing. 9 in swords, one-handed, and 18 in polearm. Not bad, not bad, not bad. Okay, 7. Oh, those are prisoners. Freyja. Braced or keep at bay. Polearms that can dismount, ignore 25% dismount, 10% damage by infantry in your formation against cav. Let's see. We're kind of about to give her away. I think I'm going to give her this one so that maybe she could be good at being a governess also. I want the Nordic kingdom to be strong, so she's going to play a role in that, depending on how the AI decides to use her. And she gets 1 focus point that I will finish off her stewardship skill with. Op. Pikeman, I believe. 2% damage by infantry troops in your formation. And your 5th point in throwing, shield breaker, and nimble steed. And we can go in and find Op. Find out if he can if he can ride a better horse now that he gained 23 points. Yes, he can. All the way up to a war mount. There you go, Op. You are moving up in the world, kiddo. What a cool looking horse. He looks scary. Op looks like a warrior. Alright. Always hits his mark. And fighting mock battles. We don't need to have this checked anymore. Granary building in Dinar Castle is completed. Well, we're still hurting income-wise. The garrison and party expenses are kind of killing me. But settlement income has increased to 103. Ransom prisoners and trade all this junk. Alright, I've got 174 days of food. We will go into the tavern district. Our whole clan shows up to throw down. Tavern keeper. Not the maid. Okay. I'm looking for information. Sounds good. We learned about everybody. That's excellent. That is worth its weight in gold. That saves me so much time. Okay, we're gonna go to clan. Go to home, clans, Kilding. Alright. So, Thunar is 14 years old. Amgerth, 16 years old. So he He would be available. We don't really know his talents, I guess. Or he's so young he doesn't really have any, maybe? Alara is 16. Kiali is 17. Wolfried, 18. Okay, she has some skills in throwing, athletics, scouting, and then she's pretty good at this. And her ships. Who was that? Was that Wolfried? Yeah. 18 years old. Thrill. Also 18. More of a governess type. But 118 and one-handed. 109 in leadership. Ota. 28 years old. Okay, that's a bit older than what I wanted for Op. She's a lot more skilled also. That's alright. I would rather choose the skills. I'll take a younger one. Now that would be if I marry off. If I marry, oh, you know what? I had told Olafun that it's Freya we're looking for. So Heimkir here. Heimkir's 44. Well, we would probably be looking at Kiali then, who is so young that he doesn't have any skills. Okay, let's do some more. This actually presents a roleplay opportunity. We can do this. We're gonna leave. We're gonna go back to Dinar. Okay. Oh, what'd that say, man? All that orange text. I wish I could scroll up. Yeah, I really wish I could scroll up, but I didn't get any notifications or anything. I'm sure I saw the word marriage in there.
Horsemen, attack!
Alright. Cavalry's going after him. This is how I'm going to get off a little bit of battlefield experience. That was him, I think. Yeah. Yeah, he's just as fast as the rest now, because he's got an equivalent mount. I guess his riding skill is probably lagging behind some. Freya improved in pole arm. And op riding. Okay. Nice. Nealdart gets a kill. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Gulta had 4 kills. Eric has improved in one-handed. That's the last one. 0.2% attack speed with one-handed weapons for every skill point above 250. 0.5% damage with one-handed weapons for every skill point above 250. So it's attack speed and damage. And up. We'll get this one up here. Hey, wait. No, I'm sure Op has good armor. It just his character screen shows his civilian set. Okay. La 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 la. Okay, so we're gonna talk to her. Well, actually, we're gonna look at the castle. We're making 84 here now. I guess the villages add something also because we're at like 104. Oh, look, our queue is empty. Okay, so we need to plus up the Castellan's office, the fortifications. Gosh, I kind of hate to increase. No. I gotta be a little bit risky here and continue to develop this place financially. What's the Mason do? Yeah, we could use that. Oh, I'm not actually adding them. Okay, plus the Castellan's office, then the Mason, roads, farms, craftsman's quarters are probably pretty important, and a class 2 granary. The craftsman's quarters, how do I move that up? Set as active. This one, can I just drag it up here? There we go. Because we don't have any yet, so we need to get that going. We need more cash before I can even think about starting to expand barracks. What does our garrison look like? Okay, so that's cool. There's a lot of Nords here. So we can actually come back here and refill our army when needed. Alright, let's talk to Olafun and do some
It's been a while.
roleplay stuff here. Hello, my dear. It's wonderful to see you again. The castle is warm and inviting after days on the cold road. And I have you to thank for that. That's how we'll open it up. She looks up from her mending, a needle paws in her hand. A small, weary smile touches her lips. Eric, the hearth's warmth is a small thing, but it holds the cold at bay. The road has been long for you. I see it in your eyes. Sit. Tell me of your journey and of the Kjolddings. Did the winds favor your words? Yes. Let me not say yes. That is exactly what I wanted to speak with you about. I haven't actually approached them yet. I traveled to Bjelgard to gain information about their clan. When we arrived, let's see, about their clan not wanting to give Freya away blindly. When we arrived, I went to the tavern and paid the barkeep 500 dinars. If he could give me basic information on their various clan members. Okay, it turns out that there are not really any suitable partners for Freya. However, there are a number of girls of young women for Op. Let's see. What are your instincts regarding this new info? One of these days we'll be able to do that. We could probably do it right now with certain things. Speech to text, where I could just speak like a normal person. I could be like, look, Olafun, I just got back. I wanted to gather some intel first, so I didn't just blindly hand Freya away. And so what I did was I went to Bjelgard, and we went to the tavern. We had some drinks. We talked with people there. We asked around, and I went and I gave 500 dinars to the barkeep just to find out basic information about the family. Like, who are they? How many young people do they have? What kinds of characteristics? Real basic stuff. And what I learned was that there's really like only one person who would be suitable for Freya, and he's 17 years old, really young, doesn't have any notable skills as far as I can tell. And Freya being into her 20s already, I was kind of hoping to get her somebody a bit more established, and they just don't have it. But they do have several young women that might be a perfect fit for Op. And because it's Op that would be getting married, they would come to us, and I could train them myself on the battlefield. And then ask her like what she felt. See, that's how that would go. Instead of me writing things that sometimes feel a little bit more robotic to me. She sets the mending aside, her expression turning thoughtful and slightly calculating. So you scouted first. That is wise. Better to know the lay of the land before planting a banner. If the Kjolddings have no good match for Freya, then the weave changes. Op is a steady lad, and a marriage for him could bring a clan to us just as well. But which young women? Did the barkeep speak of their ages, their standing? A daughter of their main line would be a stronger thread than a cousin twice removed. And we must consider, would a Kilding bride bring us that northern shield we spoke of, or would she be a hostage to their interests? How would she be a hostage to their interests? Let's, can I bring this up? Hit cancel on this. Okay, so for the young women, 43 is not young. 28 is a bit too old. 18 thrill with some sword skill and leadership. Her father is Heimkir. Okay, Heimkir's father is Gricka. So it's Gricka's granddaughter. Wulfried. She's the shipmaster. I like Thrill more. Lara, too young. So I want to tell her there's two candidates. Of the two, the best one is Thrill. How is Wulfried related? Ooh. Her father is Gricka. Heimkir is her brother. Gautgar, this is the guy that took over in the playthrough that Gricka had died, so I guess it did stay within his clan. But he's the one who would inherit, not Heimkir. Okay, so we should mention that. Let's feed the AI that information. Remember, the AI is parsing data directly from the game. So what she's spitting back at us is stuff that the game considers valid. Like a factor. So, I saw two real candidates for op. The best one is Gricka's granddaughter. I forgot her name already. Daughter of his second-born son. But another candidate, also with potential, good potential, let's say that, is Gricka's daughter. She is better at sailing than she is on the field. Let's see. Gricka's granddaughter has good battlefield skills and as well as strong leadership. However, let's see. And his daughter, though much better at sailing, is very good at throwing javelins, let's say. Well, just leave it at throwing. The game will know what I'm talking about. Do you have a preference? Both are suitable ages at 18 years old. I think they both were 18. Her fingers trace an invisible line on the table, her gaze distant as she weighs the threads. Grika's own daughter. That is a direct tie to the throne's bloodline. Powerful, but dangerous. His granddaughter, through his second son. Still strong, but one step removed from the crown's immediate shadow. For Opp and for our clan's safety, I lean toward the granddaughter. Okay. Her skills in battle and leadership speak of a woman who could stand beside him, not just behind him. A direct daughter of Grika might pull us too deeply into the court's intrigues. We are still newcomers in these eastern stones. The granddaughter offers alliance without the same weight of expectation, but she meets your eyes. The final choice is yours as clan leader. Which path feels steadier underfoot? Let's say I'm a blessed man to have such a wise counselor as a wife. I too favored the granddaughter for her battlefield prowess and leadership. But I had not considered the political dangers until you brought them up. Thank you, Olafun. I have never once regretted, being married to you. Let's do it that way. See how she responds. A rare, genuine warmth softens her features and she reaches across the table to briefly cover your hand with hers. And I have never regretted following you to this stone keep in the east. We make the choices together. That is our strength. So she's doing a really good job of communicating that we are in foreign territory. These are not Nordic lands. We're on the frontier, right? We make the choices together. That is our strength. So, the granddaughter it is. When you speak to the Kjolldings, speak of a partnership. Let them see Opp's worth and ours. I will prepare a gift from our stores to send with you, something to show our goodwill. So this is really, to me, this is just deepening our play experience. I like it. It takes a little bit more time, but let's go ahead and return. But I think it adds a lot. So we are now looking for Grika himself. Alright, Grika is last seen near Dagby. Let's star him. He's already starred. Okay, and I like that the, you know, as long as it's not spitting BS at me. I mean, that's possible. The LLM is going to create a narrative and a story. But I think that it's doing so via reading the game mechanics. And so all of these things are actually at play in the game. Otherwise, I don't think it would know to make references to things like political intrigue and stuff like that. I'm not sure. I guess I could see that going either way. Can I get in the water over here? No, I don't think my ships are there. I need to go to Bjelgard. But this is just a simple marriage. And we've already deepened the game a lot. We're actually looking for good setups for our kids. And then we have to travel. We're scouting things out. We're gathering information. I mean, it feels pretty neat to me. Go to the port, and we need to call our fleet. Wait here. Okay, fleet has arrived. I'm at 109 days of food. And we will set sail. For Greatsfjord. Sturgia's suspicion is noted but misplaced. Gosh, I wish I could scroll up and see these things. I need to learn how to pause. Oh, do we have any world events? We will access that here in a minute. Let's hit pause. There we go. Okay. Ainessa. Well-balanced sword. And defeated her fencing instructor. Excellent. Ah, okay, 9 days ago. So this was our first message. 8 days ago, ruler statement Gricka. The Grand Prince's... Oh, note that it gives you a genre, too, like a category. It's political. The Grand Prince's court notes the marriage discussions with interest. Such alliances could fortify our northern frontier. Let us speak plainly. We offer the Skilfing clan a formal trade agreement, binding our interests as we watch the Sturgians bleed in their eastern war. Nord proposes trade agreement to Sturgia. Oh, so this is the Sturgian Grand Prince, I think. I don't quite know. It says ruler statement Gricka. Okay, well, Nordic clan seeks marriage alliances. Participants Nord, Sturgia, Batania, and Valandia. A wave of cautious relief spreads to the Nord court as Grand Prince... Okay, so he is a Grand Prince. Grand Prince Gricka's proposal for a trade agreement with Sturgia is formally dispatched. The move is seen as a pragmatic step to secure the northern border while Sturgia is distracted by its brutal war with the Kuzites. However, the atmosphere remains tense. This is not a marriage alliance, but a calculated economic gambit that leaves the core political objective unfulfilled. The halls of Dockyard buzz with speculation about Sturgia's likely response. Okay. Ruler's statement, Samir, Sturgia. The Grand Principality of Sturgia notes the Nord trade proposal. While our warriors bleed in the east against the Kuzites, we see your offer for what it is. An attempt to secure your border while we are weakened. We will not be distracted by such transparent maneuvers. Our focus remains on the steppe threat. Sturgia rejects the trade agreement with the Nords. Ruler's statement, Gricka. Sturgia's suspicion is noted, but misplaced. Our offer was genuine pragmatism, not deception. Since you reject trade, perhaps you prefer a different arrangement. Oh boy, that sounds malice. That sounds like it's loaded with malice. Join us in an alliance against the Kuzites. Oh, never mind. Okay. Their steppe hordes threaten us both. United, we could crush them and share the spoils. That was a smart move, man. Ruler's statement, Caladog, Battania. The High King of Battania observes the northern squabbles with detached amusement. While the Nords and Sturgians bicker over trade and alliances, we see opportunity. The Valandian dogs to our west remain our sworn foes, but their war with the Western Empire distracts them. Let us see if their southern flank is as well guarded as they believe. Battania declares war on Valandia. Holy smokes, guys, this is pretty amazing. What the deuce, man. It kind of really alters how the game feels. Okay, we have arrived. We will repair these ships. How are we doing down here? Hey, we're in the positive. Settlement income is making 536. Outstanding. That's good to hear. Go to the town center. First place I'm going to go is the keep. Okay, Gautgar is there. But not Gricka. So, we want to go to here, here, and actually I can untag these guys. Mesui died of old age. And I stopped playing the main campaign for long enough that it just gave up on me. Len also does not need to be tagged. Gricka is at Takor. Oh, that's the Kuzites. He is perhaps a long ways away from me. Untag Dagby. He probably sailed there. Takor's over here. Okay, we gotta go to port. No, first we need to go to trade. And we need to purchase food. More food, more fish, more grain, more grapes, more butter, more cheese, more meat, more date fruit. 192 days. That sounds good. Go to the port and set sail. Okay, we are on our way to Takor. Scroll as far out as I can. Alright, so we want to go to Bjalgard. Pause. The Kingdom of Valandia deserves the... Okay, let's open this. It should be up here. The Kingdom of Valandia observes the northern squabbles with contempt, while the Nords and Sturgians posture we have crushed Western Imperial armies and bled Battania. Our strength grows while our enemies falter. Let this be a lesson to all who would test Valandian steel. Oh man, so Valandia, they're feeling very confident. That's scary because Valandia is really good. That's a strong faction. Oh man, guys, this is a neat mod. You know what? We should talk to Gricka. If I can track him down quickly. Uh-oh, what happened? Nordic clan seeks marriage alliances. A palpable sense of frustration settles over the northern halls as the diplomatic gambit reaches its conclusion. Grand Prince Gricka's alliance proposal to Sturgia remains unanswered, hanging in limbo while Sturgia bleeds in its eastern war. The atmosphere shifts from tense anticipation to resigned stalemate. The Nords' attempt to secure their border through marriage or alliance has stalled completely. Meanwhile, Battania's opportunistic declaration of war against Valandia has erupted into a separate southern conflict, drawing attention away from the northern deadlock. The core event, Nord's search for security, has dissolved into inaction, overtaken by more immediate violence elsewhere. Okay. If we can find Gricka quickly, then we will wrap up the gameplay part of this, and then I want to take us to the mod page for this game. This mod. so that you guys can see what all it alters. It's kind of substantial. What is this? You don't need a bard. Yeah, I never take a bard. Here's Takor. Okay, okay. Are you in your keep? Heimkir is here. Oh, it says he was still last seen at Takor. So we need to travel to Takor and then see if it updates. Or if we pass his party here. Okay. Ismail Cork. Ah, doggone, he's north again. Well, no, it's still Sturgia. Over by Cranarog Castle, that's a long ways over. I think. What are you doing over here, bud? We're not at war or anything. I feel like this could potentially turn into a wild goose chase. I think we need to get in our ships. How would I do this? We can come down here and launch from here. This is the last place I'm going to check, though. Otherwise, we're going to leave it for the next episode. Because we're already at an hour 42, guys. You probably know that better than I do. For me, time's been flying. Alright, go to port. Call fleet. Wait here. Fleet has arrived. And set sail. Fly to Omor. Or, fly. Sail to Omor. Might as well do one more check. Cranarog. So, is he actually going to like other noble houses and establishing relationships with them and stuff? It kind of seems like it. We just had another world event happen. A Nord clan leader has been scouting potential marriage alliances with the powerful Kilding clan in Balgard. I hope that they're talking about us. After gathering intelligence in the town's tavern, yeah, the clan has identified a promising match, a marriage between their son Op and the granddaughter of Grand Prince Grika. The union would tie the clan directly to the Kilding bloodline, though they have reportedly chosen the granddaughter over Grika's own daughter to avoid being pulled too deeply into royal court intrigues. This move signals a clan's attempt to secure its position in the eastern Nord territories through strategic kinship. Now, just so you guys know, like, it would be good info for you, I think, to understand how this mod is working. What the mod is doing is it's creating its own little short summaries. Because this is how, over a really long playthrough, a mod can look at a long history of stuff and just get like quick summaries and synopsis of what has happened in the past without going through all of the long detail of every single conversation that's happened over the past 20 years. It gets these little summaries and looks at them real quick and then understands what its context should be whenever it's replying and referencing these issues that happened in the past. It's really pretty doggone neat. We're going to go right here to Cranarog Castle. So that was definitely talking about us. And he is definitely seeking out marital alliances with foreign nations, trying to create alliances. So I'm a little bit nervous about losing her as an option. Dyla is here. Never mind. So if we bring this up and we go to Heroes and Gricka. Oh, it says that we passed them. I see Borvidar's party.
Peace to you, stranger.
Okay. I'm sure it wouldn't be a prisoner. I just wanted to see if maybe, I don't know, something was going on where they're giving him a tour or something. Last seen near Takor, so he's making his trip back. Alright, well, we're gonna save it right here. Save as... I want to save over Temp 2. Oh, you know what? With it, even though it's saved, so we're gonna be picking up right here. But let's check one more thing while I'm thinking about it. Because we have the ability to send a message. That comes with another mod. And I wonder if we could send something to Gricka. We would have to go to the... Was it the bank? No. Interest accrual rate of 411. Oh, that's with them. I can open an account here with Omor. Okay, so the amount that you get depends on probably the success of the, what do they call that? The prosperity of the town. Go to the tavern, send a messenger. Ah, okay, so we can send a messenger to Olafun. Alright, that's neat to know. That list should build up, I think, over time. I did save it, so let's exit to the main menu and then exit the main game. And I will unlock my display capture. Give me just a moment. I want to convert this recording into an MP4. Ooh, never mind. It's kind of like auto-numbering it for me for some reason. I don't want to do that. Oh yeah, I don't know what I was thinking anyway. We're still recording. So, we're going to bring up the interwebs. Actually, the fastest way to do this is to right-click this and open on Nexus Mods. There we go. Alright guys, here it is. AI Influence, AI Diplomacy. It is created by M5. And I think this is a reference to a BMW M5, because if you notice right here, he has M5, the word, followed by M5 with the number. So, I don't know. I'm just kind of speculating. But I'm kind of thinking he is referencing the BMW M5 series. Let's read about it. Now, this is a new mod. Look, original upload, 13 January 2026. So it's brand new. I'm wanting to give it some attention here because I was impressed with what was going on. A comprehensive modification that radically transforms the gameplay of Mount & Blade 2, Bannerlord, adding artificial intelligence to manage dialogue, diplomacy, and dynamic events. Okay, if we come down here, AI Influence is a comprehensive modification that dramatically transforms the gameplay. I think I just read that. The mod turns static NPCs into living characters with memory who remember your previous conversations, know about world events, and react to them realistically. Each NPC has their own unique context, personality, and knowledge that evolves as you play. Key feature, all dialogues are generated in real time using AI, meaning every conversation is unique and depends on the current world situation, your relationships with NPCs, and the history of your interactions. The mod also includes a death history system that creates unique life stories for characters upon their death, an AI actions system that allows you to give companions complex tasks through dialogues, and an advanced settlement combat system where AI analyzes situations and creates realistic combat scenarios. Alright, so features and uniqueness. AI dialogues with NPCs. Fully dynamic dialogues generated by AI in real time. Every conversation is unique. NPCs remember all your previous conversations, events, and relationships. AI creates deep personality, backstory, and unique speech patterns through accents and dialects for each NPC. Trust system affects NPC openness. The more trust, the more information they're willing to share. NPCs can detect when you're lying and react accordingly. Wow. Conflict escalation system. Dialogues can escalate into tense or critical situations. NPCs know about world events, friend locations, military information, and can discuss it with you. Naval DLC support, information about ships and sea voyages. Trading system, NPCs can sell workshops and exchange items based on personality and relationships. They can sell workshops and exchange items based on personality and relationships. Okay. Optional text-to-speech system for NPC voice acting. Support for multiple AI backends. Dynamic world events. AI generates unique events in the game world. Political, military, economic, social, mysterious, and rumors. Events spread among NPCs based on their status and location. Okay. NPCs learn about events and can discuss them with the player. Events influence diplomacy and relationships between kingdoms. Events can develop and update over time. Event personalization. Events adapt to specific NPCs if they're involved. AI diplomacy. Fully automated diplomacy system managed by AI. Kingdom rulers make AI-generated statements about wars, peace, and politics. Okay, that's what we were witnessing in the chat system. Alliance system between kingdoms with automatic breaking during war. Trade agreements and economic treaties, up to 2 agreements per kingdom. Territory transfers between kingdoms as part of peace negotiations. Tribute system, daily gold payments from one kingdom to another. Reparations system, one-time gold payments after wars. War fatigue. Kingdoms grow tired of prolonged conflicts and seek peace. War statistics, tracking losses, time at war, and conquered or lost territories. Clan expulsion system from kingdoms with pardon capability. Wow. Diplomacy rounds. Kingdoms take turns making statements with realistic delays. Okay, so we were seeing a little bit of that also. NPC memory system. Each NPC has a personal file with history of all interactions. I've actually tracked this file down because what it doesn't do is it doesn't detect whether or not you loaded an old save, but the way that it's constructed is that this mod automatically creates unique folders, creates folders with unique file names, so that you have a separate folder with all of these character memories for each unique save that you're playing. Maybe you're playing 3 different Bannerlord campaigns at once, right? Each game will have its own folder. And if you go into that folder, there is a notepad, what's called a JSON file. You can open it with Notepad. And it has all the information in it for every character that you've run into or that you've had an interaction with in one way or another. Like, I've never met Caladog, but Caladog made a statement in our game, so that might be recorded in his file now. The game may have created a quote-unquote memory file for him where that statement is listed in there. And so if you ever get to a point that you need to load an old save, particularly if you don't like how things went, you can basically delete a file of a character and it'll reset that character back to default. Similarly, you can open the file with Notepad and you can find their dialogue quote, what you said to them and what they responded with, and you can edit those if you wanted to. And that will now, the bot, the NPC, won't be, because you're saving it in its memory, that is its memory now. It remembers it as if that's exactly how it went, which has some pretty tremendous role-playing opportunities if you want to take the time. The last thing that you can do with that is you could delete the entire folder, and it'll effectively reset the world back to a default state where all memories are erased and you're back to where these characters are meeting your guy for the first time and establishing relationships with him. Romance, I wanted to make sure I was done up here. Tracking relationships with other NPCs and event history, personalized character descriptions that evolve as you play. NPCs remember your previous conversations, known secrets, and information. Romance and intimacy system, romantic relationship development with NPCs considering cultural traditions. Really, I wonder how that's going to pan out, because I've kind of been talking Olafun up a little bit. Let's keep reading. How is this? I don't want anything like hot butter or anything like that. What's this going to do? NPC initiative system. NPCs can initiate romantic interest first. Intimacy level affects dialogues and available interactions. Marriage system with AI managed proposals. So maybe you can kind of like court a woman and talk her up over time, and then she becomes amicable to the idea of you marrying her. Maybe that's what we're dealing with here. Marriage system with AI managed proposals. Relationship degradation when interactions are absent. So if I left Olafun alone in the castle, our relationship would degrade if I never went and checked in on her or anything like that. I think that's cool also. Okay, this is really what I kind of wanted to read myself also. Settlement combat system. AI managed. Fully AI managed settlement combat system. 3 ways to start combat. The NPC attacks through dialogue. Roleplay death. Player attack. The AI analyze. So those are the 3 ways. You can roleplay your own death, I guess. I don't know. AI analyzes the situation and determines who is the aggressor and who is the defender. Whether defenders are needed, guards and militia. Whether civilians will panic. Which lords may intervene and on whose side. Which companions will support the player, oppose them, or stay neutral. Dynamic defender spawning based on location type. Civilian panic system. They can flee or take up arms. Companion decisions in combat. Support player, oppose player, or stay neutral. You can have your companions turn on you in the midst of raiding a village if they're like dead set against it. Lord intervention with unique arrival phrases. I don't know if he meant to put phrases like you get a pop-up message of that Lord challenging you or something, or if he meant to if that's a typo and he meant to put phases, as in you get a warning that the Lord has arrived, and then you start seeing troops beginning to pour on the field? Like, is it phased? I'm leaning towards he wrote that correctly, and its arrival phrases. The Lord announces their arrival. Location transition system. Combat continues when moving from Lord's Hall to city center. Oh, this is mano-a-mano individual combat, like whenever you go and you fight the hoodlums in the alleys in a city. Oh, that's the kind of settlement combat system we're talking about. So you could get into a war of words with a lord of a castle, where let's say he insults you, and you're like, not gonna take any of that. So you throw it right back in his face, and now he's spitting mad, and he's like, to swords with you. And so you and your clan got to fight your way out of the village base, out of the keep, and then through the castle and get out of there. That's what it sounds like. Post-combat events. AI creates dynamic events with combat statistics. Village actions after combat. Raiding, burning, or combination. Realistic knockout consequences. Player can be captured or rescued by allies. Death history system. Automatic tracking of hero deaths, NPCs, and player. AI generates unique life story for character upon death. History is created only for characters with sufficient interactions, 50 plus. Includes all important life events, battles, relationships, achievements. Beautiful display of history and dialogue window. Optional feature, you can decline history generation. No, I would want to keep that. I like that idea a lot. AI action system, perform various actions on player's command through dialogues. Okay. Through dialogues. Like I could say something like, I draw my sword and threaten him. Task system with support for multi-step operations. Available actions. Follow player, automatic following. Go to settlement, send a specified settlement. Return to player, automatic return. Create party, create own party. Oh, that might be nice. Attack party, attack specified parties. Siege settlement, begins siege. Patrol settlement, I like that also. Patrol around settlement. Wait near settlement. Wait at specified location. Raid village. Raid the village. Actions are saved when loading the game. Automatic management of companion parties. Oh, that might be good also. Additional systems. NPC initiative system. NPCs can start conversations first. Oh, wow. NPCs know settlement status, own, allied, enemy, and neutral. Information system about nearby settlements and parties. Automatic tracking of mentioned settlements and items in dialogues. Visit history system. NPCs remember which settlements they've visited. Recruitment opportunity detection system. Protection of non-combatant parties from automatic disbandment. Economic effects system from dynamic events. Okay. So the economic system. Hold on. Is this saying that it has its own built-up economic system that overrides vanilla Bannerlord? And that is affected from dynamic events? Or is this saying Bannerlord's economic effects system is now impacted from this mod's dynamic events? I would probably lean towards the latter, but I'm not 100%. So there you go. That's again, it's called AI Influence. It is a new mod by M5. He has created one other mod. So he has a history. That mod has been downloaded and has people who have posted stuff about his mod. See if let me just show you. M5, mods 2. So this to me is important because when you see a mod that is protected like this one is, see, Butter will give you a warning about it because the DLL, is it the DLL? Something with this is basically encoded so that it can't be read. Well, I'm sure M5 is protecting his code that he used to design this thing. He doesn't want people backwards engineering it. But you can't be sure. So especially whenever it's new and there are no posts or comments about it, you're like, I don't know. Right? But because, you know, it could be malicious code or something like that. But if you notice, he has this other mod called Lord's Gear. This mod was updated 2 weeks ago, but it was originally uploaded on the 8th of May 2025. If we go to it, you can see it's been endorsed 192 times, downloaded, unique downloads 10,678, total downloads of 14,543, and it's got 120 posts here. And whatever the opinions are, it's showing that M5 kind of he's like a legit modder, you know, it's not malicious code or anything, I don't think. And my software didn't pick anything up. So there you guys go. We're up over 2 hours, aren't we? This is a long episode. All right, guys. Again, I'm Aesop Grimm. Thank you for coming by the channel. I hope you like what you saw. More importantly, I hope all is well in your neck of the woods. And I'll see you in the next episode where this story continues.
This place ain't no such thing as civilized. It's man. So